of extensive corruption. Finally, the United Auto Workers are expanding their 6-week strike, calling on nearly 7,000 members to walk out of a Detroit Stellantis plant. The UAW accuses Stellantis of falling short compared to proposals from Ford and General Motors. I'm Alex Gonzalez for Pacifica Network and Public News Service. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Getting started on a Tuesday with my wonderful and beautiful sister Val, who I like to call my twisted sister.
Well, that is true. I'm a little twisted.
Yes, totally. All right, getting started today. So glad you're along with us as we fire up things. We'll deliver you a little weather. Things are a-changing in the Pacific Northwest, and possibly not in the best way. We'll see. Today, we have a high temperature of just 47. Cloudy skies. Chance of a rain shower, 20%. Tonight, overcast skies. Chance of a rain shower. Higher elevations, maybe some snow, because the overnight low, 33. 33.
33.
Here it comes.
And last week we had 70.
Let's see. Wednesday, 38 and 25 with morning snow.
Yeah. Now they're saying we're going to get it.
Wow. 41 and 25 for Thursday with cloudy skies. Friday, 43 and 20. Under partly cloudy skies. Saturday, 43 and 21. Sunday, 44, 22. Both days, sunny. Wow, what a cold front moving in. Partly cloudy, 47 and 25 for Monday, the 30th. Now, this popped up this morning, too, on the nationwide news. It was a cold Arctic blast coming from Canada is going to roll through the Pacific Northwest like a freight train. Choo, choo. Yeah, temperatures 15 degrees below average by the time the weekend arrives. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. We always go from one extreme to the other, though.
Trip to the coast could be trouble, you know, if you're traveling over passes and stuff like that. So definitely be aware of it.
Yeah, they're saying maybe 8 to 13, anywhere from 8 to 13 inches in the pass.
Wow. All right, breakfast for the kids today. French toast, egg patty, fresh fruit juice, choice of milk. All right. Then for lunch, mac and cheese. Oh, this is something that does not exist in the state of Maine. It's a crime. Little maple bars.
You can't get maple bars?
We haven't seen a maple bar anywhere, and it's like Marion's favorite. All right.
Wow.
Fresh veggies, fresh beans, fresh fruit, and again, your choice of milk. All right. I realized I didn't shut off my phone, and we have guests, and I don't think they know that they can't come in my apartment and yell. Or call me this morning. Yeah, turn that off. All right, let's save events and move on to some of the fun stuff. We like to call them bits and breaks as we start things off. And, Val, I need to get fit even more. You know, I'm always trying to lose weight. I dropped a $5 bill yesterday, and I had to pay a kid $1 to pick it up for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Maybe not quite that bad. Well, we got spooky backgrounds if you're watching online. Ooh.
What? Where?
Us. Spooky
I have
backgrounds.
a spooky background?
Don't you?
Where?
I see ghosts dancing, but oh my gosh.
No. No, you're
that?
creeping me out. There's something behind me?
Yes, like two ghosts dancing. Like a couple.
I don't see it.
That's pretty good. How'd you do that?
Oh my
It's amazing.
gosh.
Look at you and your special effects. Wow. All right. Very cool. Very cool. I was trying
Well,
to...
you know I'm a Halloween lover.
You are. So you
You
found a video background to play while you're doing the show. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's it's a one time of the year that it's acceptable to be a witch. So I've got to take advantage of it.
All right. Me just with some pumpkins and ghosts, not near as scary. But I do have this clip about Dracula.
He can be traced to his resting place during the daylight hours and there staked through the heart. He can be exposed to the direct rays of the sun. Running water will drown him. The cross will burn him. He is not invulnerable.
Oh, running water will drown him?
That's the first time I'd heard that. You picked that up too.
Yes,
It's
that's
like
from the
never,
late 60s Dracula.
I'd never heard that.
Yeah. I have the same problem in water puddles.
Ken's not here yet this morning. He would have been all over that comment. I don't know. Alexa might have forgot to wake him up this morning.
It's time for your morning show, Ken.
Exactly.
He's pretty, he must have the notification on his phone because he's pretty religious about joining us online.
Yeah, he could earn a top fan badge, I think.
Yep. Him and Carrie and Marion. All right.
Yes.
Cool places to spend Halloween, Val. Tell us about them.
All right. Transylvania, I had to try that twice, County, North Carolina. The population there is just 33,000.
Oh, nice and mellow. Not a lot of traffic.
Yeah, exactly. Tombstone, Arizona.
Ooh. Yeah.
Population just 1,300 in Tombstone.
Oh, but it's Arizona.
That's pretty wild. Yeah.
Yes, welcome to Arizona. Sorry.
We have lots of people we know have either bought homes in Arizona recently or go there in the winter. I don't get it.
I tried to buy a house in Arizona, so it had a swimming pool, and I thought
Wow.
it was a small one, but I thought, how awesome would that be to be able to swim all winter long and send selfies to people back in Washington?
Yeah, I don't know if you could pay me enough to go to Arizona. I don't know. But I like my inland Northwest, no matter if it's 70 one week and 30 the next.
I love the trees, but I have to tell you, when I spent that spring out in central Washington, I found the desert absolutely beautiful too. So,
Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. How about Pumpkin Center, North Carolina?
ooh, I like that.
Population just 2,200 there. Pumpkin Bend, Arkansas. Population of Pumpkin Bend, 194.
Two guys.
Not,
Go ahead.
yeah, I was going to say not 194,000, just 194
I don't think I
people.
want to spend it there. It sounds like they might eat people or chase them off.
Sounds like it might be boring.
Yeah, two guys in the corner.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Till they stop. Okay.
It was in the little town we grew up in, Mercer, North Dakota.
Population
I think had a
153.
Yeah, exactly. How about the Cape Fear region in North Carolina?
It's too scary, Val.
Yeah, population there 347,000.
Wow.
And then finally, Skull Creek, Nebraska, population of just 281.
All right. So,
Ah,
what makes the small ones a cool place to stay? I doubt they even have like a haunted house or any tourism.
yeah, I don't get that either. I think they just found, fun names and decided to bring it up. Oh, Ken finally joined us. We were wondering, Ken, if if Alexa forgot to wake you up or something this morning.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
Saving that one.
Oh,
I had one for you too this morning, Val.
okay.
Females are tricky creatures. They don't have teeth but fangs, not nails but claws, and instead of a heart, a charger plate.
See? You even got spooky
Yes.
stuff behind you. That's awesome. I'm so jealous. All right. How about something wicked in 3 words? We did these the other day. Scary things that can happen in just normal day-to-day life, okay?
Okay.
All right. First one, 100% battery life.
Or 1%.
Oh, okay. I really blew that joke, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, no! We suck again!
At least I do. All right, let's try it all again. This is the most horrible one for me because I always like to finish my McDonald's meal with it. Fries all gone.
Oh, how sad. Not just scary, but sad.
This one gives Val chills. That's non-alcoholic beer.
Why drink it?
Or worse yet, that's grape juice, Val, not wine.
Exactly.
All right. Nighttime scare here. Legos on the floor. Always hurts.
Ouch.
All right. And then how about this one, Val? Get this. My husband's mother. So wrong.
Oh, yeah.
During this big hurricane we had roll through Maine that was pretty much non-existent, but this did happen. No internet connection.
Oh, what do we do without it anymore?
I was just about ready, because the phones were getting low, to drag out the generator. And, it's like the old phone lines. If you plug in your modem to a generator, you still have internet.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's going through the fiber optics or the telephone lines or whatever, or the cable sometimes. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times, unless they happen to be out too, or, it's like a statewide blackout, it's just like plugging in a whole handheld phone. If you juice up your modem and your router, you've got internet. So
for us, because we have a generator that will run if the power's been out for a while, we're kind of the same. I mean, if the router's on a circuit with power. But because we're kind of in this rural area and our internet comes through, a repeater dish on the mountain, a lot of times if the whole area is out, then your internet's out as well because it's so local. So.
Oh, that's not good at all. Mm-mm. All right. Ken chiming in there. Happy Halloween. There you go.
Yes, he likes our backgrounds.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we actually have a broadcast next week on Halloween, me and you.
Oh, I kind of spaced that was going to happen because I thought this was going to be my only opportunity to share Halloween with you. And here, look at me not realizing what the dates were.
Double up. So I will, Halloween's on Tuesday. So
yeah, you're right now.
All right. So I'm going to challenge you, Val. We want some scary stories from Val. Okay.
Okay.
You've got a week to prepare.
All right. Like ghost stories, or are we talking like scary situations in real life, or do you care?
I don't care. Something like this would be awesome too.
You're gonna die, clown! You think that's funny? I don't hear you laughing now!
See, something like that'd be good too.
Something like that. Okay. All right. Challenge accepted.
All right. Last one. Something wicked in 3 words. My dog's breath. Not as bad as my sister's breath, though.
Our little kitten, this is even worse. Our little kitten, she's a year old. She has the worst farts in the world. She would put any dog to shame.
No.
So she's laying on your lap and you pet her, especially I don't know if you pick her up and squeeze her tummy a little bit or whatever. Oh man, that little kitten's got bad smelling farts.
Hail to the king, baby.
Wow. I'm
wicked,
jealous.
Wicked.
I've never had a cat that farted.
Don't be jealous.
Don't think it's a cat either.
Really, it's Mooch.
No, it's not. All right.
Oh, Ken said, since we're going to broadcast again next Tuesday on Halloween, he said you didn't have to wear that scary mask today, Scott.
Ooh, ow. Huh, Ken.
Hey, shut up.
We're gonna have to bring him on the show someday, since we always talk about him. I have a feeling.
Yes.
Well, I'll have to stand right on that button on the kill switch, though.
You might have to.
The cuss delay. All right, last minute Halloween costumes with Val, because she's so artsy.
Artsy fartsy.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Dress in pink and carry a feather. What are you?
I'm tickled pink.
Pink.
I'm going to do it. No.
Wear all black and put a postage stamp on your chest.
Sorry. Delayed reaction.
What are you?
Okay.
All in black, postage stamp on yourself. Blackmail.
It sounds racist, Val.
It did sound racist,
Yes,
but
I
it
don't
was
like that one.
wearing black.
Okay.
It wasn't like
Okay. All right.
doing anything else. Just wear black.
Good job.
Wrap yourself in some or all aluminum foil. What are you? A baked potato?
Or scared of aliens.
There you go. That just fits just on your head. Affix one couch cushion to the front of you and one to the back.
Okay.
What are you? The lost remote control.
I don't know. I don't like that one. I think we could do better.
All right. And finally, paint a shoebox black and attach it to your back. What are you? A refrigerator magnet.
I don't think so.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
Those are the worst, like, Halloween costume ideas ever.
We had a friend one time she had a box of cereal around her neck with a knife through it, and she was a serial killer.
Yeah.
And then we had another one come with like the Smarty candy rolls pinned all over her pants, and she was Smarty Pants.
See, these are better.
Yeah, so yeah, sometimes I just think you need to go with not cutesy. I'm the Halloween person. It's like, it needs to be scary, not necessarily a costume, but let's not play this up. It was supposed to be a scary time of year. It needs to be scary. Hence my background.
Although I did see, and they won grand prize. It was like a Halloween party at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. And this couple, the woman was dressed like an outlet, and he was a giant plug-in.
Okay.
And when they were dancing and he plugged into her, they lit up. That's pretty cool. That
is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We have Sherry Foose on this morning, and she says, or Sean, one of them, says Scott's rocking that salt and pepper look this morning.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good morning, Jerry. Thanks for joining us. There you go. All right, so moving along this morning, something for the kids since it's breakfast time. Sales of breakfast cereals have been falling for a few years, but they always tick up a bit in the fall. As such, more new cereals are introduced this time of year than any other, which has got us wondering if we could come up with some worse new cereal names. So me and Val, we worked on this all night. We could only come up with 5.
Okay.
Right. Yeah,
because, it was late.
Time change.
We'd eaten too much cereal.
It's that whole East Coast, West Coast thing. All right. Mm-hmm. Sugar frosted sugar cubes.
Which I feel like most sugar is anyway.
I just had a diabetic seizure. All right. I'm going to get a box of these, and ship them off to your husband. Throat-sized Cheerios.
Also known as lifesavers.
No, here in Maine, we call them donuts. All right, you can sport this as you get older. All right, the honeycomb over. They even sell honeycomb anymore?
I don't know. I don't go down the Cheerio or the cereal aisle. Brad will get Cheerios at Costco because every once in a while he likes some cereal. But yeah, otherwise,
honeycomb over. I like honeycomb because it was like wheels.
Yeah.
All right, these are the worst. Unlucky Charms.
Oh.
Here, I got you a box of Unlucky Charms. Honey bunches of stuff we found on the floor of the factory.
Now that I'm an adult and, hadn't really thought about cereal in years. I don't know if you remember, they used to have for a while, they had the Frankenberry cereal.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so good.
They still bring it out, don't they?
Booberry. Maybe.
No.
There was Booberry. Yeah, but the Frankenberry was strawberry. Yeah, it was so good. But I don't know, in the last year or so, I had somebody made like Rice Krispie treats, but they used Fruity Pebbles. Changed my life. They were so good. So I was like, oh man, I forgot how good Fruity Pebbles were.
So you obviously do not go down the grocery store aisle because you can buy them pre-made and packaged.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
Yes.
Man. Oh,
maybe
I need to stay away from that.
Throat-sized Cheerios.
Maybe. Ken says frosted divorce squares.
Kid, what's you thinking about this morning?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to give Pam a warning. I don't know
Do a
what's going
safety
on.
check.
Yeah.
All right. And here goes Val with things we did as kids that we can't do anymore since we're talking about cereal.
Yes. Roaming the neighborhood unsupervised.
I saw the clips from the apartment complex. It's in like Louisiana or something like that, where the kids in the apartment complex terrorize you. You come home. It's horrible. They'll mug you and take your stuff, throw things at you.
Geez.
Yeah, what a great
wow.
complex.
We used to, again, we were talking earlier, Mercer, North Dakota, 150 people for the population. And we used to roam the town all the time. Our parents owned the tavern in town. And so, Friday, Saturday nights, they had live bands and everybody was in town. But we roamed the streets all night.
Yep, all the time.
I mean, yeah, it was like midnight and we were still out roaming around. So
For our unsupervised childhood, I'm surprised we made it.
For sure.
I was recounting near-death experiences, and I've had like 12. So
I think they all happened. Well, no, I don't know. Because if you count how many times you almost died from having an asthma attack.
I didn't count those.
Yeah, we could up that to, approaching 100, I think.
That was before inhalers, where they just gave you a shot of medicine and said, wait 20 minutes.
Hopefully he'll start breathing again. Oh, goodness. Drinking water from a garden hose.
Oh, is that not safe?
Oh, I don't know. It's like running water if you at least run some through it first.
Well, we're getting plastic for everything, so can we stop worrying about the water hose?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, especially at my age. I'm like 30% plastic already.
There you go. Riding in the back of a pickup truck.
I miss that.
Yeah, they would probably throw a parent in jail if they let their kids do that.
Although once, I think it was my first marriage, I did ride on the top of a car.
Did she tie you up there?
Yes.
Eric Eklund joined us this morning. Good morning, Eric.
This is like a class reunion.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. How about going to a friend's house unannounced?
Who would do that? I hate unannounced guests.
But when you were a kid, you'd knock on somebody's house and say, can so-and-so come out to play?
Yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah. Playing in the dirt.
Okay. You can't do that anymore if you're a kid?
I don't know. They call it gardening now.
Okay.
I mean, that was a pretty stupid one.
Good one, Val. They call it gardening. You can still do it.
Ding dong ditch.
Is that where you ring the doorbell and run away?
And run? Yeah.
Love that.
Trick or treating without a parent.
Oh, who would do that?
Yeah. Riding a bike with no helmet.
Val's a great example of that.
They didn't even have helmets when we were kids. No, elbow pads, no knee pads.
Nothing.
I mean, nothing. Just go play. And Brad and I have mentioned this one a lot. Candy cigarettes.
Smoke them if you got them.
Yes, that was a big deal. Get your candy cigarettes.
It's so hard to keep them lit, though.
I know it.
So do you remember the ones that were just like, sticks? They didn't have any flavor to them, but they were sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Just the white sticks.
Yeah.
But do you remember when they came out with the ones that actually looked like a cigarette with the filter on it and everything, and you could blow them and some kind of powder came out the end?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's horrible.
And we thought we were so cool.
Yeah. Smoke them if you got them.
Eric said, whoop, whoop, unannounced visit.
He's always dropping in.
Stop by anytime, Eric.
Right. These are the people that work from home. Or perhaps don't work at all. All right. Things people do on the job but shouldn't. You might miss these if you are working from home like a lot of us do now. In fact, me and my daughter are in the same building, and she works from home too. So it's like during the daytime, people always we have a contractor coming later this week, and it's like, okay, you can't show up before noon because we're both working. It's got to be quiet. All right. Things people do on the internet but shouldn't. I mean, on the internet, that'd be like wide open, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, things people do on the job but shouldn't. Falling asleep at work, 45%.
Yeah, sometimes you need an old nappy.
I used to spend so much time when I worked at KXLY, so much time on a computer. Sometimes I'd actually just nod off at the screen, but nobody could tell.
There you go.
And I say, why is his head all slumped over? Oh, he can never find the Y on the keyboard. Kissing
Trying to get those
coworker.
crumbs. Oh, that would be a bad one. But 39% of them did that.
Kissing a
39
coworker.
39% have kissed a coworker? Wow.
I think I've probably done that.
Oh, really?
But I was single, of course. That's
well,
right. It's a perfect
yeah.
time. Yeah.
You can do it!
39%. That's crazy.
Wow, yes.
All right. Stealing from the office, 22%, but it was only toilet paper during COVID. I bet a lot of people did that. I bet a lot of people stole toilet paper during COVID.
Probably did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go into a public restroom, you're like, I'm out at home, you just start filling your pockets. It's not used, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, spreading a rumor about a coworker, 22%. Shame on you.
Oh.
Spreading rumors.
Is it a rumor if it's true?
I don't know. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's still
fact.
it's still a rumor because you're sharing things maybe that you don't need to share about people.
Okay. Well, unless it's knowing that the boss kissed one of his coworkers.
Yeah. 39% of the time. Consuming alcoholic beverages while on the job, 21%. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I don't understand why I got fired. Right. Snooping after hours, 18%.
Okay.
How else are you going to find your boss's weed?
Or his alcohol.
All right. Lying about an academic background, 4%. That's pretty low. And luckily this one, because that gets you punched in the face, taking credit for someone else's work, just 2%.
I would say that some people might think that it's a little bit higher than that. I mean, if you ever had your work, somebody else take credit for your work.
All right, more work stuff. Let's see. Calling in sick. Val, managers were asked the most unusual excuses employees gave for missing work, and Val's got a whole bunch of them.
I think we did some of this last week, too, and some of them you're like, they're so crazy that you would almost have to believe them.
It, yeah.
But yeah, employee didn't want to lose a parking space in front of his house.
That's a big deal.
That's pretty bad. Employee hit a turkey while riding a bike. Again, so bizarre that, you would think that one might almost have to be true.
If you're riding your bike down from, like, Browns Lake into Chihuahua, totally could happen. I hit 8 turkeys.
Oh. Employee said he had a heart attack early that morning, but that he was all better now. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Employee donated too much blood. I'm just a little lightheaded.
I doubled up. I needed $100.
Employee's dog was stressed out after a family reunion.
Oh, no. It's not going to work.
No. Employee was kicked by a deer.
It could happen in Stevens County.
It could happen in Stevens County.
Yeah.
You little hunting and you didn't make sure that he was all the way deceased. It could happen. Employee swallowed too much mouthwash.
It's the first time people enjoy talking to him.
Some of that mouthwash is like 40% alcohol.
That's what I'm thinking.
Employee's toe was injured when a soda pop bottle fell out of the refrigerator.
That could hurt, but I don't think it's going to keep you off work, is it?
I wouldn't think so, but oh. And finally, the employee's psychic told her to stay home.
Stop that, Val.
There was a country western song about that.
I just looked at your tarot. I just did a tarot reading for you, and you should stay home all day.
Yes, all day.
All right. Val, is your pet in your will?
No.
No?
No, and my pet is not in my will. Hopefully, I'm outliving the pet, but I guess you never know.
A new survey shows 18% of pet owners mention their pets in their will. All right.
Wow.
All right. If you happen to pass away today, that's kind of grim. What would you want to leave the cats and dogs, or the cats and dog?
I don't. I might leave them in the will to somebody. I guess, like Travis, you get the dog. I don't. I don't know. Matt, you get the cats. I guess I don't know what I would leave them.
I'm leaving the sports car to my cat.
We have a friend who doesn't have any children, and she is leaving a good portion of her money to the Humane Society or to Pet Rescue, one of those.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
All right, if you had a choice, sorry.
No, go ahead.
If you had a choice, would you leave money for the care of your pet or the care of Brad?
We live on Brad's pension. He doesn't have to.
He doesn't.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that he wouldn't need me to leave any money to him. He already has the money.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I've just never thought of this. Have you thought about leaving money for the care of Mooch?
I haven't.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have enough to care for him. She's going to need a GoFundMe page. I'm spending it all.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Let's move along this morning. And first news story, I noticed it popped up. It was she was really upset. Paris Hilton. Really, really upset. And I'm going to go ahead and this is for our video viewers today. She's really upset because she posted a picture of her new surrogate baby. And people were making comments about its head. Examine the head for yourself.
Yes. So, I'm sure she's glad she did not give birth to that baby herself.
That's a big head.
Just saying, that's a big head. But the baby's kind of cute, but it does have a very it's almost alien shaped, isn't it? I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Remember original series Star Trek with the people that could control the minds, and they had the giant heads with the butt crack on the back? I want her to turn him around. But he's got great eyes and a great smile for a kid.
He is really cute, but that's a massive head.
All right. Let's see what Eddie Murphy might say about that.
Damn, it's an ugly ass baby. Eyes cocked like a pistol.
It wasn't Eddie Murphy. It was only half there. Eddie Murphy was supposed to come on, but he didn't. I apologize.
He didn't. Ken wants to know if you're the father because he thinks it looks like you.
It's not nice at all, Ken. Yeah, the beautiful eyes and the great smile. Thanks, Ken.
And Scott has way more hair.
Yeah.
Damn, it's an ugly ass baby. Eyes cocked like a pistol.
This big biscuit head looking. Hey, listen. Now hand me that big old rock, the one that looks like your head.
Sorry. Did a lot of prep for that bit. I don't know if it was worth it, but all right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh, those two pictures are worse.
Scary!
All right, few other news headlines this morning, if I can find out where I am. Thank you very much. Oh, actually, let's do community events, because there is a bunch of stuff going on. First up today, story time for the kids at the library, 10:30 to 11:30. We have a blood drive on Wednesday from 1 to 6 at the Civic Center. And a lot of injuries happen around Halloween for some reason. All right. Also have the monthly co-working at the Yale Press for you work at home folks. That goes on from 11 to 2 at the Yale Press. All right. And let's see. I got some more goodies. There's a bunch of stuff going on this week. We're going to jump ahead to October 27th, which I believe is Friday. Free pickleball up at the golf course. We have a haunted house at Bradley's Taekwondo. A kids' haunted house, kind of sponsored by them, but it's happening at 710 West Valley Avenue. I guess that's somebody's home. They're donating it for a kids' haunted house. So,
cool.
All right. Then moving ahead, Saturday, there is a job fair at 49 Degrees North. You want to go work up the ski hill this year? Legacy Farm and Stables having a Halloween fun thing going on between 9 and 5 in Loon Lake. Rusty Putter Trunk or Treat at just outside the Rusty Putter Bar and Grill. And let's see, Halloween Haunted House again at Bradley's Taekwondo, and the Kids Haunted House again at 710 West Valley Avenue in Chihuahua. I think I said Valley, and that's a mistake before. So 710 West Valley Avenue in Chihuahua for the Kids Haunted House. So,
I think you did say Valley Avenue, but it could be confusing.
Of course, that goes to support Bradley's Taekwondo and help those kids get to their tournaments and stuff. So get out there and get scared, and don't push them around because, well, they know Taekwondo. Jumping ahead to next week, don't forget, on the 31st, me and Val will have a Halloween show in the morning. Boo Fest in the afternoon for the kids, trick-or-treating in downtown, 3:30 to 5:30. And then Bradley's Taekwondo is doing the Halloween Haunted House again at their location on Main Street, and the Kids Haunted House at 710 West Valley Avenue in Chihuahua. Abundant Life also having a Harvest Festival at 203 East Clay and 2nd Street in Chihuahua. So lots of stuff going on this week and next week to get out and have some fun. Unfortunately, though, you will have to bundle up.
Definitely.
It's a little too cold out there. Going to be a little too cold out there for sure. All right. Also want to give Melissa from the Valley Historical Society a little tease. They're trying to redo the roof on the little white schoolhouse. And, of course, if you remember a few years ago, I think it was right before COVID, they moved the schoolhouse to a new location. They want to redo the roof. As soon as that's done, they're going to finish up their complete restoration of the inside and open it as a museum and small art gallery for the community. If you want to help out, just go to Facebook. Well, you might already be here. Facebook.com/Little White Schoolhouse and make a donation through their GoFundMe account. Very, very nice. All right. Kids winning prizes for being top young scientists. You're like, oh, wow, what did they invent? Well, one of them just totally shocked me. I want to do the couple of the other ones before we get to them. It's a competition where kids are actually trying to invent things. The young man who won awarded a $25,000 cash prize from 3M. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
A 9th grader from San Jose won 2nd place for developing a cost-effective patch that allows for self-automated medication delivery without pills or needles. Smart kid.
No kidding.
7th grader from Andover, Massachusetts came in 3rd for developing a glove that can detect certain epileptic seizures with common hand movements. All right, they each won $2,000. Now, this young man, his first name is Haman. He developed a compound-based bar of soap designed to treat melanoma. And it's supposed to be amazing. The bar of soap that he invented costs 50 cents.
And how much is the pharmaceutical company going to charge us for that?
Exactly. Who's going to snatch that up, make him rich, and then, put a ridiculous price tag on it? He actually says he wants to refine his innovation even more and use his money to create a nonprofit organization to distribute the soap to communities in need.
Wow. Incredible.
Amazing kid. Wow.
Gives us hope for the future.
Yeah, especially they say skin cancer rates rising in the U.S. over the past few decades, and this should be a huge help. All right.
Wow.
Who would have thought
How
that
cool.
you could treat skin cancer with, some compounds in a bar of soap?
That's pretty cool.
All right, big question in Australia as a half-eaten great shark washed up on shore. What ate it?
No kidding.
Who's brave enough to do that?
Wow.
All right.
What there was some corny horror movie though, wasn't about the megalodon or something, the huge underwater creature.
It wasn't corny. It was the Meg 1 and the Meg 2, Val. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
They're true.
Sorry.
True movies.
I didn't know that was your favorite movie.
Wow. It's got what is it? Jason Statham in it, who's the, martial arts hero type actor. And he does. I was really mad that through both of those movies, he never kicks the Meg.
Really?
Because you're used to kicking him.
Never.
Yeah, he never kicks it, not even once.
Wow.
All right, here you go. This is a fun one. This is something Val would do, and I thought maybe he was just disoriented or had some kind of problem, but he doesn't. Missing man for 3 days. Found alive in the woods carrying a McDonald's biscuit. Why was he carrying a McDonald's biscuit? Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't.
Because he had went to McDonald's and got breakfast for himself, and his friend wanted a biscuit, and then he got lost, but he kept the biscuit for his friend.
He didn't eat it after he'd even been roaming around the woods for 3 days? I'd have eaten it, and I'd get you another biscuit another time.
That's a friend.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Wow.
I don't like you that much, Scott. I'm eating the biscuit.
All right. I hope my girlfriend's already on her plane and not listening this morning because off-duty Pleasant Hill pilot arrested after allegedly trying to shut off engines on a plane flying over San Francisco.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty scary.
So he's a pilot himself, and the story is you can, if you're another pilot, you can ride in the jump seat in the cockpit if it's available. And he was doing that, and for some reason he decided to just turn off the plane's engines while in flight, and the other two pilots had to fight him.
Yes,
it's impressive. I hope they release the dash cam footage. I want to see that.
Wow.
And then there was a quote from one of the pilots that says, "We're okay now. We've got him subdued in the back of the plane." Scary.
Oh.
There's enough turbulence in the air.
No kidding.
Pilots adding to it.
Wow.
All right. U.S. is moving to claim in court today. We'll see what happens. They took one of those super yachts from one of those Russian Gatsby guys. $300 million super yacht, and they're trying to seize it. I wonder what do they do, the government, when they have bonus money like that? Who gets to decide where it goes?
I bet you they don't have any trouble spending it.
Big car pile up Louisiana highway. They call it super fog. It was a combination from smoke from fires and fog, super fog.
It was pretty bad. If anybody saw the footage that they were showing online.
And the bad weather's coming. Don't tailgate.
Yeah.
Always a bad idea.
I would like to know. I mean, it must have been like suddenly it was there or something. Because, yeah, it was a massive pileup and really bad.
Wow. All right. So this one, just kind of a warning. Panera Bread is in trouble. They're getting sued by a family. They were serving a drink. I don't know if they're still serving it today, called Charged Lemonade. Offered side by side with all Panera's non-caffeinated or less caffeinated drinks. This Charged Lemonade, 390 milligrams of sugar in it.
Ooh.
Which is the equivalent of 30 teaspoons. Also has guarana extract, another stimulant. All right. Complaint continues that adding 390 milligrams of caffeine is higher than the caffeine content of standard cans of Red Bull and Monster energy drinks combined. The girl drank it. She had heart problems. She drank it, and 2 hours later, she drank it over the period of the 2 hours, and before she finished it, she actually died because she had heart problems.
Oh, my gosh.
So Panera Bread's, they're really reviewing that and going after them in court, too. But just kind of as a warning, that's bad. 30 teaspoons of sugar, especially if you're borderline diabetic.
No kidding. And not to realize, I mean, did it come with a warning label?
That's what's saying, no warning whatsoever that about the high caffeine content or anything in it.
So it had super high sugar and super high caffeine, right? Is that what they're saying? Wow.
But at the same time, wouldn't you ask some questions if you got problems? It's called Charged Lemonade. Hello.
Yeah.
All right. Air fryer is really popular. One more healthy warning going out this morning. Secura, Secura air fryers all being recalled. All right. If you got one of those in your house, be very careful. Fryers catch fire, burning, smoke, and explode.
Oh.
Yeah. So look out. Honey, you're cooking tonight.
It's my cooking every night.
One more here. I don't know if it's true yet. A news story popped up from WION, and they picked this up off the Telegram channel out of Russia. But, of course, they lie a lot. But this one said Putin was found lying on the floor with his eyes rolled back in his head. Apparently, he had some kind of stroke. And it made me say, man, I hope it was true. Isn't that horrible?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's my first thought.
Right.
It's like, now I feel bad. But wouldn't that be kind of nice?
Sometimes that's the, it's the only way things are going to change in some countries. is if something happens to the dictator, the ruler, the psycho running the country.
Yeah. I'm not going to say, but everybody knows what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm
over
thinking.
70. You've had a long, full life. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Well, there's been rumors for a long time that Putin had some serious health issues. They've been talking about it for ages. So, yeah.
There's always one more waiting to take the place, though. That's what's scary, too.
Yes, you're so right.
All right, here we go. Before the break, a little fun with Val.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting
ask you a bunch
Knower?
of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
You ready for some trivia, Val?
Well, I've got to interject for a second because Ken said the story about Putin. He says that's a stroke of good luck.
Oh, Ken. Oh. All right, fun and games, Val. 78% of men, 44% of women admit to doing this while watching sports on TV. This one's come up before.
Oh, I guess I didn't hear it before. 78% of men, 44% of women admit to having done this while watching sports.
Okay, it's them. It's caused by watching sports, what they're doing. So before you go off in some kind of tangent or down to the gutter.
Oh, food coma?
I wish. No food.
Falling
coma.
asleep?
No. Kind of the opposite.
Oh, really? Screaming and yelling at the television set or at their sport team. We do a lot of that. In fact, Ken was over to watch Seahawks with us on Sunday, and we did a whole lot of that.
Screaming?
Screaming at the TV, screaming at the team. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds violent. Mm-hmm. All right. Good job.
Well, it's frustrating, and we are the best armchair quarterbacks that are out there. So.
All right, then. How about this one? 20% of Americans say they've never done this hygiene thing.
How many percent?
20% of Americans say they've never done this little bit of hygiene in the morning.
Oh, cleaned out their belly button.
Oh. I just wait till it fills up and falls out.
They've never done this in the morning. Like brush their teeth before they go to take off?
You're close.
Huh. Floss.
Floss. There you go. I gave it away.
Okay.
So that applause for me, not you.
Oh, fine.
For my generosity.
Fine.
All right. Before leaving home, 1 in 5 pet owners do this.
Kiss their pet goodbye.
Everyone does that. 1 in 5 does this.
Let's see. 1 in 5 does this before they leave. Give them a special treat.
That's a good guess, but no.
Tell them they love them and they'll be home soon.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anyway.
No. This is something because you're worried. Maybe you're going to be gone for half the day, maybe a whole day. Maybe you're gone to work and you're worried about the pets, so you do this.
I don't know. Set up the video camera to watch them.
No.
Take them potty. What else do you do?
Turn on a radio or a TV to keep them entertained. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I've never done that for my pet. It wouldn't even register.
Apparently, there's a lot of people in Chihuahua do that because one of the contractors for the carpet store, one of the installers, said, and I really like this stat, he says, at least 80% of the homes we walk into in Chihuahua are playing KCHW. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah, even when there's nobody there, just the dog. So chances are we have more animals listening than people right now. And when kitty. And this show goes to the dogs, usually.
Usually.
All right, more trivia for Val. How did Levin, Utah, get its name?
And how do you spell that, Levin?
Levan, and you should focus on that.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm just thinking of like leavening the bread, bread rising.
No.
That's okay, because I think that's Leaven.
Yeah.
Levan.
We were just talking about this.
Oh, that doesn't help me.
Right. The reason
I
why
talk
it's
about a
named
lot.
this is because it's the middle of Utah.
The reason why it's named that is it's the middle of Utah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And any of that didn't help you at all?
Oh, and
Look at the letters.
Levan. What am I missing?
It's spelled backwards as navel.
Oh.
Sorry. So sorry.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
No, that's how the town got its name.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that horrible?
And I didn't think anybody in Utah took drugs, but somebody was.
Somebody did.
Somebody did.
All right, let's talk about a vegetable, Val. The average one of these has 127 layers.
An onion?
Yes.
Okay. Woo.
And that's an onion
finally got
just
something.
the size of a tennis ball.
Wow.
Yeah. I got lost. I got one more for you, I believe. And maybe I don't. So, there it is. Who won the World Series in 1994? This is a trick question.
Who won the World Series?
And I know you're not really a sports person.
I'm not, only football. Who won the World Series in 1994?
It's a trick question.
Oh, I don't know. Was there no World Series in 1994?
There you go.
Wow.
Nobody. There was a baseball lockout. So you
okay.
accidentally got it right.
I accidentally got it right. It's half my life. I accidentally get it right.
Aw. During an important business meeting, you begin to suffer teresthesia. Teresthesia. T-A-R-E-S-T-H-E-S-I-A. Teresthesia. What's happening in your body?
Teresthesia. What's happening in your body?
You're sitting in a chair. You've been in the meeting too long.
You're cramping up.
Kind of, but not really.
But not really?
Something a little different than that, but similar.
But similar.
Yeah.
Something's happening to your body. Teresthesia. Something falls to sleep.
There you go. You're doing great. There you go. Yeah, your foot falls asleep. So there's your new excuse for work today. I couldn't come in. Literally, I couldn't walk. I was suffering from teresthesia. See?
All right. Yeah. We'll give you a new one.
I have it. It's a problem. Usually it's my brain.
It's the hands falling asleep all night long.
Yeah.
That you're just having to wake up and shake your hands because they're asleep.
We're old.
Yes.
Here's your chance to get it wrong and do it right. Answer wrong and win, Val.
Okay.
What is Starbucks store's primary product?
Diabetes.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
What do you usually dip into salsa?
My finger.
Oh, correct answer, a toe. For some strange reason, now I want to try that.
The toe or the finger?
The toe, but not yours.
Hail to the king, baby.
All right. What does TGIF stand for?
Thank God I'm female.
Ooh, wow. Look how quick you put that together.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
And most lighthouses are found near what?
The Grand Canyon.
Oh. I was really hoping you were going to say marijuana dispensaries.
A beacon of hope.
You know they have a hard time finding things. You didn't see the light? Really? All right. Time for break. We're going to thank our sponsors, deliver a little news, reset, and come back with part 2, which includes local birthdays and the odd news. So you want to stay right here. Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
It's 8:19.
Programming made possible by donations from the following.
Fired Up Pizza. Fired Up Pizza, located at 206 East Main Avenue in downtown Chewelah, offers craft beverages and brick oven-fired pizza, including a variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Chewelah Motel and RV Park. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chewelah, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or ChewelahMotelAndRVPark.com. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chewelah.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chewelah, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm William Denslow. An 85-year-old Israeli hostage freed by Hamas says she's been through hell. Yocheved Lifshitz says she was treated gently and slept on a mattress among what's been described by her daughter as a spider's web of tunnels under Gaza. Meanwhile, the Hamas-run health ministry says close to 5,800 people have been killed in Gaza since October 7th, when Hamas launched an attack on Israel, killing more than 1,400 people. The UK government official says at least 12 British nationals have been killed, and a further 6 are thought to be among the group of hostages taken by Hamas. Of those British citizens killed, some lived in Israel, including a soldier. Others were visiting when Hamas attacked over 2 weeks ago. Stuart Smith has more from London.
The Financial Secretary to the Treasury told journalists that it's a very fast-moving situation, as the number of UK nationals dead rose from 9 to 10 and then later to 12 on Tuesday. The government says those being held hostage are the priority, though it released no details of their status in Gaza.
At least 17 people have been killed and many more injured after 2 trains collided in eastern Bangladesh. Authorities say that a freight train crashed into a passenger train. Rebecca Bunden reports.
At least 100 people have been injured in the crash that took place in Bairab in eastern Bangladesh on Monday late afternoon local time. Television footage shows hundreds of people gathered at the scene, while rescuers were cutting part of a carriage to try to reach injured people trapped inside. One of the carriages was overturned. The cause of the crash is not yet known, although reports suggest it may have been a signal failure that led to a freight train crashing into a passenger train. An investigation has been launched into the incident. Train accidents are not uncommon in Bangladesh, with poor conditions of infrastructure and unsupervised rail crossings being among the factors behind these. Rebecca Bunden, Mumbai.
A search and rescue operation is underway off the coast of Germany after 2 cargo ships collided overnight. Authorities say several people are missing, with the cause of the accident still unclear. From Berlin, Trent Murray reports.
A British cargo ship has sunk after colliding with a Bahamas-flagged vessel in the early hours of Tuesday morning off the northern German coast near Hamburg. One person was rescued and given medical treatment, but authorities say several people aboard the UK ship remain missing. The other vessel remains afloat with 22 people still aboard. It's believed the sunken vessel was headed from Bremen in Germany to the English port of Immingham before the accident occurred.
And the UK's facing more heavy rains Tuesday, as many areas remain flooded after being hit by Storm Babbitt. The death toll from the storm has risen to at least 7, and officials fear elevated floodwaters remain a danger to human life. From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks, looking in more detail today and tomorrow at the election in Argentina and the two candidates who will now go head-to-head in the race for the country's presidency. In a surprise result, far-right populist Javier Milei failed to win the first round of the election over the weekend and was beaten by the country's finance minister, Sergio Massa. Mr. Massa now hopes that the second round will be similarly kind to him. But Bob McMahon of America's Council on Foreign Relations says Mr. Massa faces many complexities securing the presidency.
You might think that's a suicide mission for a sitting economy minister to run for president, given the country's economic status. But he's trying to show he's a unity figure, and he's already made a number of gestures, including eliminating income taxes for almost everybody. He's cut taxes on groceries for a huge number of people. He's given cash bonuses to various groups like retirees and waived export taxes on things like agricultural products. Now, agriculture is a really important sector in Argentina. It is a country known for its beef, its wine, its grain. But in making such deals, he's also put the country in further tough straits in terms of trying to deal with its IMF obligations.
Tomorrow, Javier Milei, a foul-mouthed eccentric who hopes to overturn the electoral apple cart and stop Mr. Massa from getting his hands on the keys to Argentina's presidential office. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
FSN is an independent source of news for TV, radio and digital networks worldwide. You can find more of our minute-by-minute updates on Twitter. Follow us there at Feature Story. And we have a wealth of audio and video stories from our global news bureaus on Facebook. You can find us there by following Feature Story News. Stay tuned for further updates right here. But for now, that's the latest Feature Story News. William Denslow reporting.
We're back. It's KCHW 102.7. Scott and Val on a Tuesday. Say something, Val, so you get back on the camera.
Oh, hello. I'm here.
There you go. All right.
All right. I see you up, you kind of upped your game there with a spooky background.
I did. I felt like I was in competition with you, so...
Okay, you upped it. I'm going to see if we're going to continue to up our game here.
All right.
Oh, Ken was having separation anxiety, so he said, "Thank God you're both back."
Oh, poor Ken. That's so sweet.
He was just going to take a bunch of Xanax, but now he's better. We're here.
I might take him anyway. Things could change at any point during the day.
And Carrie joined us this morning, too. Good morning, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie. She's always sharing our show.
She is. Thank you.
We got a few local birthdays for today, and then Val's going to help us out with some celebrity ones. Bridget Richmond, Ron Washington, and Rhea Ross, all having birthdays in the big city of Chihuahua. And celebrity birthdays from Val.
Former Rolling Stones bassist Bill Wyman is 87 today. F. Murray Abraham is 84. Kevin Kline, 76. B.D. Wong was in Jurassic Park films, and Law & Order SVU is 62. Drake is 36. YouTuber PewDiePie, oh, kind of like Cutie Pie.
Okay.
PewDiePie? I don't know. He's 33.
But like your cat. Hey, little PewDiePie.
But it looks like PewDiePie. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
These weirdos. Weird YouTubers. Hudson Yang from Fresh Off the Boat is 19 today.
A little bit of history. It happened today. It was 1939 when nylon stockings were sold publicly for the first time in Wilmington, Delaware. I wonder how many years it took to start using them for robberies.
The first person to stretch them over their face.
Yes. Or somebody did it accidentally. I don't know. 1940, the 40-hour work week, went into effect in the United States. Oh, bummer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wish we could do like Europe and go to a 4-day, 32-hour week. I think that's a lot more fair for everyone.
Yeah, and I think that's part of what the United Auto Workers are after. I think that's part of the reason why they're asking for such a huge raise, because they want to go down to 32 hours a week but still make the same money that they would at 40.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Let's see, 2001, House passed a $100 billion economic stimulus package in the wake of the September 11th terrorist attacks. 2003, the era of supersonic jet travel came to an end as 3 British Airways Concordes landed at London's Heathrow Airport. I think we have a replacement for that now, too, that's coming out, if it's not already out. 2004, let's going to skip that one. 2005, civil rights activist Rosa Parks passed away at 92. And then in 2017, no, it wasn't that dude on the bicycle. A dog doping scandal was confirmed by officials of the Iditarod, the Alaska dog sled race, after dogs tested positive for banned substances.
Oh, my goodness. Really?
You can do it!
Oh, wow.
What'd you give your dog? I can't tell you. But have you heard of puppy uppers and doggy downers?
There you go.
Tom Brady, 2021, became the first quarterback in NFL history to record 600 touchdown passes and deflate 1, 2. 2022, Leslie Jordan, an Emmy-winning actor, writer, and singer, best known for roles in Will and Grace, American Horror Story, and Hearts on Fire, passed away at 67. All right, Val gets the cool special events for today.
I think a lot of these we could combine all together and just make sure you hit every one. It's Crazy Day.
Okay.
It's Food Day.
Okay.
It's World Origami Day.
Okay.
Baloney Day. Good and Plenty Day.
I like those.
Take Back Your Time Day. And World Polio Day. Now that one, why did we have to end on the kind of,
separate that one.
Separate, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, you could do like crazy foods, roll some Good and Plenties in your bologna. All to save time.
That's what I like, is a little licorice and sugar on my bologna. It's awesome.
Like a little roll up,
Oh. All right, number for the day is 200, and that's the Shades of White, offered by Sherlyn Williams. How's that even possible?
Isn't that crazy?
Do we really need 200 shades of white?
Well, you got your tan whites and your gray whites and your blue whites.
And your eggshells.
And yeah.
So there's 5.
Yeah. Only 195 more to go, Scott.
We're going to be here all day. This is going to be the best show ever.
Ever.
All right. Let's move on to some news and nuggets before we hit our odd news day. Minnesota woman balances 30 swords on her body in 1 minute.
Wow.
Yeah, she broke the Guinness World Record by balancing the 30 swords in 1 minute. Erin Hunter said she started learning to balance swords in 2004 when she began taking Middle Eastern dance classes. Over the years, she worked the skill of balancing 1 or 2 swords on her body into her belly dancing routines. And now 30 swords balanced.
Wow.
Kind of want to see a picture of that.
Would be a good one.
If you were doing that, it'd be the worst time ever to sneeze.
For sure.
She almost made it. All right. Let's see. Val, lack of sleep.
All right. Without sleep, the emotional centers of our brains dramatically overreact to bad experiences. Researchers at the University of California, Berkeley said when we're sleep deprived, it's really as if the brain is reverting to more primitive behavior, regressing in terms of the control humans normally have over their emotions. That's why we go on, you get really tired and you just want to cry about it.
I need some rest.
I'm just so tired. Somebody take this child because I can't deal anymore.
All right, that's enough, Val. Simmer down. Smile. All right. Whatever happened to good manners, Val? We don't see them very often anymore.
We don't.
That's why many Americans are asking themselves that question. A politeness poll found that 34% of Americans rate their fellow citizens' manners as poor. It could be that folks just have very different ideas of what it means to have good manners, because 80% of those same people rate their own manners as excellent. I'm the best, la-di-da. It's all about me. All right. Hero Border Collie. This is a fun story, Val. A dog that saved a boy's life.
Oh, very cool. A 17-year-old Texas teen is alive today thanks to his family dog, Axel, who saved his life when he experienced a stroke. Amanda and Danes Tanner were awakened by their 1-year-old Border Collie early in the morning and were led to their son Gabriel's bedroom, where they found him slurring his words. Gabriel was rushed to the emergency room and is now undergoing physical and speech therapy. Doctors determined that the stroke was caused by an artery tear. The family initially thought Axel needed to go outside, but the dog insisted on leading him to Gabriel's room.
Aww.
How cool is that?
They could tell when something's wrong. I was with somebody one time on a hike, and they sat down on a bench, and it was kind of late, and I remember I was looking at, scenery, and I turned around, and I'm like, oh, he nodded off. And then the dog jumps on him and was like going nuts and licking his face and stuff, and he wasn't moving, and I knew something was wrong there. The dog knew that he wasn't just dozing off from a nap. He was going into a diabetic seizure, and it was just like doing everything to wake him up. That just really impressed me how the dog knew.
Wow.
It was like at first I thought, oh, he dozed off, from being tired and hiking, but no, he was having another problem. But the dog knew. Pretty impressive.
Wow. I mean, you do hear about the dogs who are trained to detect somebody having a seizure before they actually, fall on seize. They have been looking at using dogs to detect cancer because of how sensitive their sense of smell is, and that they can pick up changes like that. So really incredible.
I've heard about that before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Venomous spiders, Val. I want to hear about them.
Oh, approximately 100 venomous redback widow spiders were discovered at an elementary school in Oita, Japan, causing the postponement of a school event. Thank goodness. The school grounds were checked after a teacher found one of the spiders, and a total of 100 and several egg sacs were found in a drainage ditch. They were exterminated with insecticide, but 5 more spiders and 3 egg sacs were found the following day. The female spiders, which have a red pattern on their backs, are venomous. Ooh. Oh, that's scary. And that was, we were talking about the evil words earlier, the 3 words that, and one of the ones I'd written down just from reading it that I was going to bring up would be, a spider? Where?
Spider. All right. 2 stories in the news about urine. First, Amazon says an English filmmaker who claimed that he sold bottles of urine on the shopping website was a crude stunt, and says that no genuine customers purchased the product. You're all safe. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Then the second largest beer maker in China is investigating a video that's gone viral on social media showing a man appearing to urinate into a container of ingredients. Video shows a man wearing a worker's hard hat and uniform climbing into a brewery container and going to the bathroom inside. It's not clear if the man is an employee of the company or not.
Trying stuff like that in China,
They'll
execute you. Yeah. I mean, really. Here they might throw you in jail. There they're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
You're way off. I say you're way off this time, son.
All right, more doggy news. Bobby, the world's oldest dog, has passed away at the age of 31 in Portugal. Bobby lived on a farm with his owner in the village of Conqueiras and was born on May 11th, 92. His owner attributes Bobby's long life to good food, fresh air, and lots of love. Bobby was a purebred Rafeiro do Alentejo. I had never even heard of that before.
Know.
Wow. Average life
Alentejo?
expectancy of that breed is 10 to 14 years.
Wow. And I wonder if it's the same one. I thought that they were American, but I'd seen one recently where they had a dog that was extremely long-lived like that. It must be the same one because I swear the dog was 31, but they live kind of totally, like, I won't say totally off the grid, but they were all about self-sustaining, their existence. And so all they fed the dog was stuff that they grew in the garden. They had their own chickens, different livestock, but they never gave them dog food. It was all, just fresh foods that they ate, and that's what the dogs ate as well.
Yeah.
So
a little more natural, right?
Right. So.
All right. So let's see. I thought I had one more. Will you get the last one for us, Val?
About the moon?
Yes.
All right. Scientists have determined that the moon is 40 million years older than previously believed based on an analysis of ancient lunar crystals. The moon's origins involve a massive object colliding with the early Earth, and the debris eventually formed the moon. To determine the precise timing of this event, researchers examined samples of moon dust collected during the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. Among the dust, they found zircon crystals that survived the moon's violent formation. The researchers used a technique to date the crystals by analyzing them atom by atom, helping them to determine that the crystals are roughly 4.46 billion years old, setting a new minimum age for the moon.
I've always wondered when we date stuff, how accurate is it really?
Right. That's true. I mean,
Yeah. Doesn't seem like an exact science.
No. Especially to come up with like 4.46 billion years old.
Yeah, that's pretty exact.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Let's wrap up this show today, Val, and we do that with the odd news.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Always kick it off with a news attack. First sentence, true. Maybe even something you've heard before. A second sentence, big fat lie. And here comes Val again.
Again, we're back to talking about the moon. And as we mentioned, scientists have determined that the moon is 40 million years older than previously believed. It's at the age where it's going through like a midlife crisis and buying a lunar tower or something.
Scientists have determined that the moon is 40 million years older than previously believed. If you haven't heard, well, it's not the age, it's the mileage. Am I right?
Yeah, of course.
It's got a lot of mileage. It's going round and round.
7 of the 9 who want to be Speaker of the House voted to overturn the 2020 election. 7 of them. I would ask those 7 if they understand the gravity of their opinions, but my guess is they don't believe in gravity either.
I'm so bummed out. All I saw was the first 4 words, 7 of 9. I thought it was a Star Trek story. Wow. 7 out of the 9
wanted to overturn the election.
These are all un-American, and those 7 should not be Speaker of the House. Wow.
Yeah.
There we go. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Because plastic has gotten into the food chain, researchers say they're finding plastic in people's poo. If you think ordinary constipation is painful, wait till you try to pass a Lego. It sounds worse than step laughing on it. Wow. I'm going to think about that all day.
No kidding. Boy. Oh, boy.
I just want to yell, push. Sorry.
A team of explorers have discovered the world's oldest intact shipwreck, a Greek trading vessel that's over 2,400 years old. Among scientists, this ancient shipwreck is even bigger news than modern-day shipwrecks, such as the careers of Roseanne Barr and Bill Cosby.
Oh, wow.
Will Smith.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, she had a career? Oh. There's a lot of talk about AI and Chat GPT, but 5 years ago this week, the world's first portrait created by artificial intelligence was auctioned in New York. That's right, 5 years ago. Alexa,
Wow.
please spend a large portion of my savings on something quite useless. I actually have one that's done by AI. It's a sci-fi picture, and it's fabulous.
I had this pointed out to me recently because I saw this really cool picture. I think Marion might have shared it with me, and it was really cool. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get that." And I did buy a copy. But what I realized afterwards, and something to pay attention to, if you ever want to know whether something was created by AI, they have a really difficult time. AI does with getting hands right. And so if you look really closely, they will have like it will look like weird alien hands, or like one I was gonna get the other day for some of my artwork had like 6 fingers. I mean, it really, AI cannot do this quite yet. And the other one is eyes. They can't get eyes right. So if you're ever kind of wondering, is this created by artificial intelligence, kind of check out those features. It's really wild. So
Wow.
yeah. A little public service announcement today. Yes. It's me, I think. According to a study, there's no such thing as too much exercise. Unless your preferred form of exercise is opening the refrigerator door.
All right, Halloween is next week. Still trying to decide which beer I'm going to drink while I turn out all my lights and pretend like I have plans.
Or like I'm not home.
Yeah, exactly. All right, move on to the world of wacky but true. We don't add anything to these stories, but a movie or television sound effect. They kind of sum it up, and here comes Val again.
All right, federal authorities have released more details and unsealed charges in the theft of over 2 million dimes earlier this year from a tractor trailer that had picked up the coins from the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. The theft, which now totals $234,500 in stolen dimes, was part of a spree of robberies from tractor trailers passing through the region, which also included stolen frozen crab legs, shrimp, meat, beer, and liquor. Surveillance video shows 6 men dressed in gray hoodies and armed with bolt cutters breaking into the truck in the middle of the night and loading the coins into smaller bags and a waiting truck. They'd be heavy. The stolen dimes were then converted into cash at coin machines in Maryland or through deposits to at least 4 different suburban Philadelphia banks. 4 Philadelphia men have been arrested and face conspiracy, robbery, theft of government money, and other charges.
Wow. They love Coinstar. How are we going to get rid of all these dimes? All right.
But you're dumb enough to deposit them into your own account.
That's how it usually works. All right. Here's one of the dumb criminals.
I wish I had a dime for every dime I have.
Off to Poland we go, where a woman had too much to drink late one night and drove into a tree. When officers arrived on the scene, the woman is in the process of taking off her silk pajamas. Officers asked her to stop removing the PJs until they realized she had yet another set of silk pajamas on underneath. As they interrogated the woman about how much she'd been drinking, she started to take off the next layer of silk pajamas, which revealed yet another set of silk pajamas. Cops hand-forced her before she could peel off the last set of pajamas. I think I'd be waiting patiently out of curiosity. I wonder if she's... How many?
Let's just let her finish.
Yeah, let's let her finish. And hey, could somebody put some music on for this?
Pajamas, pajamas, pajamas all day. Pajamas, pajamas, pajamas all
Love this girl.
Pajama in my pajamas. I put on my pajamas and then I go banana. I'm a hot mama jamma. I jam in my pajamas. I put on my pajamas and then I go banana. I'm in pajamas, pajamas,
Pajamas all day.
pajamas, pajamas, pajamas,
Pajamas all day.
Pajamas all day.
pajamas, pajamas, pajamas all day.
All day.
You know, since I'm always on camera for Maine, you would not realize how many shows I do where I only have a shirt on the top and the rest of the time I'm in pajamas. So
At least there's something on the
stay like that all day.
the lower half. Please always make sure there's something on the lower half.
Well, the camera could fall, so yeah. All right, you're up again, Val.
In the UK, a farmer fell into a hole, hurt his leg, and was stranded for more than 2 hours. A neighbor was walking her dog and heard the farmer's cries for help, so she called an ambulance. But when the paramedics arrived, the farmer's llamas formed a circle around the man to protect him and wouldn't let the ambulance crew through. Eventually, an air ambulance helicopter had to be called to scare the animals away and allow the farmer to be airlifted to the hospital, where he was treated for a fractured hip.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, llamas.
Demon llama.
Demon llama? Where?
Okay, demon llama. Just take it easy. I mean you no harm.
Well, in my dream, Dad had to kiss a llama.
All right, on to Italy.
Who'd have know? Who'd have thunk that llamas were that protective?
Yeah, they must have really loved him. Woman in Italy who went to the doctor with inflamed sinuses and facial pain had an unusual diagnosis, a dental implant in her sinus. That's like a tooth. All right,
Wow.
The woman had undergone oral surgery about 2 years before to place an implant, 2-centimeter long metal screw designed to hold in place a replacement for the missing tooth. It was in her upper jaw, but surprisingly, an inspection of her mouth revealed the implant was not there. Instead, the gums covering the area of her missing tooth were healed, and her remaining healthy teeth intact. CT scan showed that the implant to be in her sinus cavity next to her left eye. Researchers performed surgery to remove the dental implant, after which the woman's sinus symptoms miraculously went away.
Wow.
Wow, I got one for this, too.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Which one?
Even worse, close your eyes. Now, what do you see?
Nothing.
Aha! I was afraid of that.
Oh.
right.
Should we stay with the tooth-related theme here?
Sure.
A UK man who lost his false teeth while swimming off the Greek island of Crete was reunited with them 2 weeks later after local fishermen caught them in their nets. The fishermen had taken the teeth to a local bar to ask if anyone in the village had lost them. And someone remembered a toothless Englishman, and they eventually tracked him down.
And now, live to the scene.
So, brave knights, if you do doubt your courage or your strength, come no further, for death awaits you all with nasty, big, pointy teeth.
English people, don't get them.
Oh, so funny.
All right,
I would assume that, you know, if it was near a bar, more than one person had lost their teeth after drinking too much.
There's teeth everywhere. All right, I got one special one here. A man in Ohio went before a judge after he was found naked in someone else's car. 36-year-old man told police a leprechaun had let him into the car.
He was after me, Lucky Charms.
Exactly.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms. What?
Oh.
Why's everyone always laugh when I say that? They are after me, Lucky Charms. What?
What? All right, that is our show for today. Next Tuesday, join us for a Halloween show. Me and my twisted sister, Val. There you go.
I'm liking that name.
All right, Twisted Sister.
Mm-hmm.
Came up with that all by myself this morning.
Wow.
Right. Other than that,
You're,
we want to...
you're so smart.
You're
so smart.
Other than that, we want to thank you for tuning into the show this morning and being here. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, please, keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7. Have a great day. Thank you, Val.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, our listeners. You guys are awesome.
I wish I had a dime for every dime I have.
Yes, baby. Eyes cocked like a pistol.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.